Good evening from Japan. This is Gray from Akazashi's Tea House. I hope you're good. I hope you're genki. I have another review and it's a decent Night Terrors book. This is Ravager issue 1 and it came out on Wednesday, Tuesday, July the 4th. It's priced at $3.99 this one, and I tell you what, this is just what I was looking for in this event. It's a proper, decent kind of haunted house ghost story with a nice horror twist and some fantastic art by Dexter Soy. So let me give you a little bit from the issue. It's written by Ed Brisson, who I've got to say I've been enjoying his work on Batman Inc., which I think should be getting a lot more sales, a lot more recognition than it is doing. And as I say, art by Dexter Soy, who, as soon as you see the first few pages, so much better than that Batman book I reviewed yesterday. I much preferred it. Sorry about that, Guillaume March. But anyway, here's a little bit from the synopsis. It says, this is part 1 of 2, and it's Defend Your Life, Rose Wilson. Ravager is separated from Stormwatch and trapped in a nightmare world. And that's it. That's all I'm going to say, because reading it more will give you spoilers. But it was just a good, simple, but compelling story, with a horror theme and a nice twist towards the end. And it ends on the cliffhanger. So that's pretty much it. I've scanned a couple of the other issues, not including the Batman one, which if you saw my review, you know that I was very disappointed by. And I think this is probably the standout issue of the week. Compared to the Joker, which is quite funny actually, the Joker issue, but I'm not going to review that, I don't have time. And the Poison Ivy one, I didn't go near that. I just saw some of the art inside, and there's a really weird depiction of Harley Quinn. And Black Adam, no interest to read that either. So yeah, if you're just looking for like a good horror story and you want to see what this event is kind of capable of with some really, really good art, do check this out. Okay, I'll get on with my story summary, so please keep watching. Here we go. A mysterious and deadly new villain named Insomnia has struck. The entire world has been forced into eternal slumber, including all the heroes and villains, as Insomnia searches their dreams for the Nightmare Stone. Can the heroes survive being trapped within their darkest fears? Night Terrors Ravager Part 1. Right from the opening page where it says it's the Nightmare Realm. Look at this, it's total horror movie vibes, isn't it? You got the creepy cabin in the woods, a dark moon behind it hanging low in the sky, and inside the cabin it's just a mess. It looks like a tornado's gone through it or something, and we see a young girl looking worried, hiding somewhere. On the next page, outside there's a dead body, it appears, on the porch. Bloodstains everywhere. And then we're back inside and we can see 2 silhouettes, creatures, saying that Rose, they know that she's in there, but they're not going to hurt her. Yeah, right. Then we switch to a woman being chased in the house. Not sure who she is, but she's screaming, "No, please." One of the creatures grabs the woman by her head and picks her up. They tell Rose that they tried to warn her, and we see the creature holding her, he seems to extend his finger or his nail, Terminator 2 style, goes through the woman's neck. He pulls it out, blood everywhere. Rose. And we get this great image of the creature who looks so much different to the Batman issue I reviewed yesterday. These creatures look intimidating, they look frightening. I love the glowing red, like flaming eyes. They spot Rose, she's hiding under the stairs. She starts to run, but she's grabbed and picked up by her ankle, hanging upside down. Then we switch scenes to somewhere outside. We see what appears to be a lump under grass or vegetation, and then her mouth opens. What? Where am I? This is Rose Wilson, and now for me, I need to let you know out there, it's a new character. I don't know her at all. All I know is that she is I'm not sure, is she the blood daughter of Deathstroke? But I love her costume and the white hair is so cool. Back inside and we see the girl still hanging upside down. The creature holding her starts to scratch Rose's arm with his nail when suddenly, "Hey, get off of your creep!" Rose Wilson, Deathstroke's daughter, comes flying in and cuts off his arm. She fights the creatures and then grabs Rose. Tells her to hang on to her. "Close your eyes tight, tuck your head into my back." And she smashes through either a wall, a window, I'm not sure what it is, but it's a great scene by Dexter Soy. awesome action and a nice perspective. After them, says the creature. Ravager tells young Rose that the creatures have gone. They always come back. She asks if she's hurt and she shows a very small scratch on her arm. Is that what you're thinking? Kind of slight warning bells going off there. Who are they? She asks. And then we get a bit of an explanation. They're called, or she calls him the murder man. There are two others called Rager and Vexer. Rose tells Ravager they've been hunting her for a long time. It feels like always. And then she tells her name. It's Rose Madison. So we've got the young girl, Rose Madison, and Deathstroke's daughter, Rose Wilson. Oh my God, you're me. But who are the Madisons? Turns out young Rose has had foster parents. But it's a different story to Rose Wilson's upbringing. This isn't right. I grew up in a brothel, not a foster home. Maybe you aren't me. So we're getting like the playing with identity here. I'm not sure. Is it meant to be Ravager when she was young, or is it somebody else? Is it like a multiverse version of her? But Ravager suspects that something's not quite right, and she asks young Rose why. Why does this creature want you? Rose tells her that he wants out of the nightmare. He hates working for Insomnia, the big boss, but he needs a bridge to get out of this nightmare realm. Then we switch back inside. We see somebody else, a man. He's being tortured by the creature. I don't know, I haven't seen her. He doesn't last long, he's dead. On the next page we see the creature sniffing for them. Maybe can he sense or scent young Rose? And then we're back inside with Ravager, and she's saying, there's something wrong with this place. It's blocking my precognitive abilities, my powers. I should have seen what they were going to do to those poor people. And she's talking about Rose's foster parents. We have powers? Cool. Ravager asks young Rose if she's the bridge that this creature needs to get out of the nightmare realm. I don't know, she says. She starts talking about the way he travels through blood, through anyone's spilled blood. What he needs is a conduit. Doesn't make sense, says Ravager. And then, okay, not to spoil it, there are still 4 or 5 pages left of the story, but I don't want to spoil because there's it would spoil it to show the next page, but I tell you what, I really enjoyed this. Maybe even more so because I read this directly after I read that Night Terrors Batman issue 1, which really disappointed me. If you haven't checked out my review, please do check it out. But yeah, impressed with this, impressed enough to pick up issue 2 when it comes out next month. Okay, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the review. So let me give you a little bit of a look into what's coming out next week. So July the 11th, we've got Night Terrors issue 1, Green Lantern issue 1, Robin, Shazam, The Flash and Zatanna, all issue 1s. So I don't know if you're interested in any of those. The one that jumps out for me is possibly the Zatanna issue. I'm curious about that because I think good old Cliff, Robot Man from Doom Patrol, might be in that as well. Okay, that's it for the review. I hope you enjoyed it. Please drop me a comment. Let me know what you think if you're going to check this issue out. Do you know much about the character of Ravager? Because like I said in the review, in the story summary, she's very new to me. I've only seen her in a few things and I do like what I've seen and I like the way Ed Brisson writes her. So yeah, looking forward to part 2. Okay, thank you so much for watching. This is Gray from Makazashi's Tea House signing off for the night. Matane.